Hello guys! This will be my January update on my collection. I think this will be a shorter update. I will not show everything, just what is doing something interesting. This little beauty you are watching is my Phalaenopsis Mini Mark and it started to bloom. It has more buds coming, but look at this little thing. It's lovely. I love it. I wish it had more spikes, but it only has one at the moment. It has a very, very beautiful orange lip and these little dots. Isn't it nice? A spotted flower. Very beautiful. This is the second time it blooms for me. This is the funny fern. I just noticed while I was looking at the phal that it started to produce spores. Well, where you can see, here you can see it's going to make those spores. Is it spores that you say? I think so. This is a very prolific plant, and it makes these spores and they start to grow everywhere. So I know lots of plants, lots of people who have bought orchids from the same nursery where I got this plant from. This was in my Cattleya's Cattleya tenebrosa when I bought it. It was in the pot. It was very small and it grew, and lots of people who bought from there, they have got this plant too, and everybody likes it because it's so different. So I even saw this on the table of our members. They were selling this plant because it's so cute. And it's actually, if I'm correct, if I know what it is, it's some sort of Japanese fern, and people sell them as decoration. They are nice. So I think that when it's making spores, it might start growing on my plants. Yeah. Now I want to show you something else. My Colmanara Masai Red is blooming again. This is the second time it blooms this year. I'm sorry that I'm so close to the lamp that this is not showing the real color. These are very dark, like red wine color. The lip is like a velvet. It's so beautiful. It has a lovely texture. It's very dark and very beautiful. What a nice plant. I really love it. I remember still when I found this. I found this last year in the summer. I just went crazy. It was in a garden center, and this was the last one of this kind. And let me show you. This is the vitellina, Encyclia vitellina. The oldest flowers, they are starting to fade. As you see, they are drying, but it has more buds coming. More to bloom, as you can see, and good news, it has a second spike already. See, the second bulb is a bit smaller. I hope it will still grow more. Well, I'm showing from the side, it's not as slim as it looks, but it's smaller than the oldest one. And I think that it might be both because it's winter now and because I have been so busy. I admit I have not watered this enough. I should have watered and fertilized it much more often. But I have been busy and sometimes I neglected it, so it didn't grow as well. But it's going to bloom. It's so nice to have two flower spikes at the same time. Isn't it great? Well, now that we are here, I will show you the Psychopsis. This leaf is the oldest pseudobulb. It's still growing. And this is another example of neglect. As you see, the leaves are a bit dry because I have been just spraying quickly before going to work. I have to give it more water. I have to take under the tap and run some water. But it looks a bit better now, but as you see, that this is a bit dry. This is an old leaf, but as you can see, it has not got enough water. And this is the keiki. Let's compare to my hand. Now it's as long as my finger somewhat, but really it seems like it's kind of dry. Of course, growing a cake takes a lot of energy, but it's also my fault. I'm so sorry, baby. I should have watered this more often. What else is blooming? This is the Vanda Red Temptation. It's coming out of bloom already. And my favorite, oldest Phalaenopsis is blooming, and this is fragrant and very small blooms, very nice, very spotted. Has lovely spots. I don't know what is its ancestry, but it probably has some interesting species. And if it has some fragrance, probably it's not a very complex hybrid, but you know, it has a very nice fragrance. Let's see, the Brassavola nodosa is still blooming. It still smells delicious at night. One thing I wondered, last time it bloomed, the flowers, they opened and they were that beautiful shape, you know, like this. As you see, it has that kind of heart shape, but this time, for some reason, they are all curled like this. Well, they are still blooming and they still smell very nice, but I don't know why they curl like this. This has been watered enough. I just don't know why it's like this, but I'm happy it's bloomed, and it has 26 flowers. Amazing. And this one here, that will not focus. This is my Cattleya. I think this is Valentine June, and this is the newest growth. Will not focus, but as you see, it has a sheath. Isn't it nice? Very nice plant. What else is blooming right now? Well, we have the Ludisia, humidifier, and my Coelogyne is just coming out of bloom. And look at this bud. Do you see it? It's so folded like this. This happens when the humidity is less than 70. It's right now, let me see, a bit below 60%. And during the summer, when it was 90%, it was very humid. It loved it. It was doing very well. I believe this would do much better in a greenhouse than here. And it blooms much more beautifully during the summer. But during the winter, sometimes the blooms are a bit funny and the next bud dries. Well, and here's something interesting. This plant here is the one that came labeled as Cattlianthe Little Hazel, and which I suspect it must be something else because it's too large. It has never bloomed for me, but as you can see, it had some sheaths, so I think it has bloomed before. So, as you see, it blooms from a sheath, but I was surprised, really surprised yesterday when I was looking at this and I saw, do you see that thing there? Doesn't it look like two little blooms, two little buds developing there? Oh, it's so difficult to focus again, but there is something there. And there wasn't anything before, so maybe it will make buds without a sheath. Isn't it weird? Can you focus? This is very small. I think this looks like two little buds. We will see. I hope it will bloom, because then we will know for sure what that is. That little pot over there, this is one of the mother of thousands. I have repotted it. And this one is the second one. I hope they will grow. And this beauty here is the Aliciara Tahitian dancer I got from Rachel. And look at this, a flower spike. Oh yes! I'm happy, I'm so happy. I don't know how many buds, it might be only 3, I'm not sure, but it's so beautiful. It's so nice. And look at how thin the spike is. I think I have never had such a delicate Oncidium hybrid. It's very delicate, it's very thin. And it has 2 new growths, and I'm still waiting, but it might make more spikes. You know that this is the second one. I hope it will bloom too at some point, but I think we cannot see any. There is no spike coming there yet. Yeah, I cannot see any spike, but there is a new growth already. Isn't it cute? Very nice plant. So this one is starting to bloom and starting to grow a new pseudobulb. I hope we will have more spikes, but I'm really happy because something is coming. Yeah! Oh, I'm really excited. These are the plants from Ecuagenera, and this one has been growing, and it has lots of little roots. They are very nice. The Encyclia cordigera, I don't know if it's cordigera or cordigera, I don't know, but it has a new growth. I cannot see new roots yet, and that is the Harpophylla cross with the Sophronitis coccinea. And it has, you can see a new growth there. You can really see it already. And the Dendrobium banana royal, the little cakes lost their leaves, but the biggest bulb still looks fresh, so it will be okay. And these 2 divisions are from the Cattleya maxima. It's completely rootless. This one has a new growth that looks very dark, but it's only that kind of outer layer. But as you see from inside it, a leaf is growing, but this is very frail. I'm not sure if it will be okay, but it's trying to grow. That water one had a new growth, but it's not doing anything. Maybe the new growth will not make it. We just have to wait, and when the spring comes, maybe it will grow. Isn't it so, Hugo? What do you think? Do you think it will grow? Yes, Hugo thinks it will grow. It will grow, yes. He's just waiting for his dinner. Yes, he is very hopeful that now I will give him his dinner. And so I will just stop the video for now because Hugo wants his dinner. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this and give it a thumbs up if you like it. Bye bye.